Oh, she's riding up it. She's gonna go, nope, not really dipping below. Want to keep up with the latest Camodo Gaming videos? Be sure to subscribe and click that bell. Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Stormworks Build and Rescue, and yes folks, we are back once again, and today we are back with a little bit of a different episode. So we did an update video showing the big update here in Stormworks as far as the cameras, radio, and all that good stuff, and I actually built a Tsunami bunker, and you guys actually wanted to see me build some more here in Stormworks. So this is a very early on work in progress ship that I have started here in Stormworks, and we're going to kind of build it during the episode. We're going to test it out, probably throw it against a Tsunami, try to add some features to it, but I kind of wanted to do a short little, I guess we'll call it a build series. Like I said, nothing compared to anything that you see on the workshop, which those creators are absolutely awesome and yeah, way above my skill level, but nonetheless, I think it's time that we actually build here in Stormworks. So I'm going to test out this little prototype here. I'll show you guys around it, and then we'll jump in, we'll add some stuff, we'll test it out against big waves, tsunamis, and just see how it functions. So, if you guys want to see some more building in Stormworks, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and if you guys have any suggestions for the boats, anything that I need to know, comment below, and we'll try to put this thing together over the next couple of episodes here. Alright, so one thing I want to think of this boat as, this is like a beginner career boat. We're going to add some stuff that you would see in the first couple of missions, probably like a little medical bed inside, we'll have a probably a winching system on the back, we'll have a connector on the front, but I wanted to get the basic boat out of the way, and honestly, I think it's actually decent. So let's go ahead and start it. Alright, so I've got a bit of a bridge set up here. I need to add some lights to it. You can see a couple little monitors there. We will be hooking up some cameras to this just because I think it would be awesome. But yeah, you've got your main engine over here. This is the diesel engine, and then you have the generator over here, which the generator, I'm not really sure if I needed a clutch on it. I mean, I guess I could have just let it run, but there it goes. Let's go ahead and crank up the diesel. There we go. So here's the throttle for it, and then we'll clutch in. We're going to slowly clutch out of here real quick. That way I don't... Oh, go this way, go this way. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to run into the dock on the way out. I do have full damage on and everything. I don't have dials hooked up to the engines to see engine temps and all that yet. We'll probably work on that a bit this episode. But I just want to see how this thing handles. Let's go ahead and put the clutch in all the way here. There we go. It's actually fairly fast, which that was something that surprised me. And it's really nimble. Like, this thing turns on a dime. Now, of course, the boat itself doesn't have all of its weight yet. We're going to add a whole interior. I think the front of the ship down, I'm going to add like a little staircase or a ladder. And we'll actually do some stuff on the inside here. And we'll have all the guts towards the rear, which, by the way, that's just some of the stuff that's going on there piping-wise. I probably need to fix my gas tanks. I'm actually using individual tanks, and I wired them or hooked them all together with piping. But I think there's a way just to make a huge tank down here, which we need to switch that out. But nonetheless, for my first advanced boat, it at least runs, and it hasn't blown up on me yet. Now, another thing I'd like to do, I want to move this exhaust. I realize it's just way too low to the water. Probably once we build the interior, I'll have like a pipe or something that'll go up, and we'll shoot it out the top of the ship, opposed to the butt here. Now, you see one more thing, that's a little access hatch. That's just for me to be able to go down there right now. I'll probably move it. I just want to, when the engine's running, I want to go down there and make sure everything's running full green. So, nonetheless, I'm actually pretty happy with it. We'll do a couple things to it. We'll add a connector to the front. I could put like a hose for fires. I could hook something up there, maybe, probably on like a little platform here in the front. But we'll have some stuff we can do with this. I got to learn a couple things too. I'd like to have a GPS system on it and a couple other little features. But yeah, for the most part, she runs. And that was the most important thing before this episode. I didn't want to sit there and try to put the advanced engine and all that together before this episode. Like, I wanted this all done. That way all we have to work on is actual features to the ship, and we can take it out and just see how she changes and how it handles. But yeah, I'm going to take it back to the shore here, or the dock, and we're going to start to work on this a bit. Alright, right, so here she is. Now, the colors. We might change the colors on this. If you guys have any suggestions for colors, you're seeing this green here, which that might throw some people off, but that green's actually, that's going to be a part of the interior. That's the floor for it. So, I probably need to add some interior here, so we're going to go ahead. I'll manually paint some of this. I need to get some doors on the side. I think this is where we're going to stop the bridge, so... you know, maybe we should add one more window. I think we're going to do that real quick. So I'm going to work on the shell here, and then I'll give you guys some progress updates as we build. Alright, so we've done a little bit of work here. I've actually started to seal this off as far as the cab or the bridge. I've added some doors. We've sealed off the back. I've added ladders to the side of the boat, which I didn't have those before because that's probably a pretty necessary feature if you fall off the boat. So we've got one on each side. So one thing I do want to do, and I've just noticed that it was doing this. So if I go inside to our boat here, the helm sits probably one block too short. And let me show you guys what I mean. Like if I'm standing about right here, I can see perfectly out the front, but the smaller windows on the side, I'm having about a 1 block difference that I need compared to what I actually have right now because I can't quite see over it. Of course, I'm going to have cameras to monitor the sides of the boat and stuff like that, but, I mean, honestly, we should be able to see it normally here, so let's go ahead and go boom. So we're going to delete the helm, we're going to delete this little front piece here, and then I'm going to add just a platform to the bottom of this. I'll probably make it green like the floor. That way we can set it up just one here. Alright, so that is done now. So we should be setting up a little bit higher. I put a little platform to stand on. So before we add stuff into here, which I think we're going to have like a little monitor station in here with maybe a gimbal camera to the side. But I need to cut into this floor and I need to figure out the underside of this ship, which I know it's probably hard for you guys to see right now. But we're going to need to place something. There's going to be something about right in this area. So I'm going to make a little separating wall here. And we'll start to actually work down below deck. And then we also need to work on some lights and stuff in here. Alright, so we have 2 new hatches here in the floor. We got one. This is going to be the new engine maintenance hatch. So this will take you down to all the engine components. We'll probably add some lights down here. And maybe a couple other things. Probably a camera, too, where you can monitor the engine, even though I think it's probably pretty pointless. I just want an excuse to, use the cameras, basically. So we can jump out of that. And this will go down to probably, we're going to call this the crew cabin, which it's not going to be big at all. We'll probably separate this, maybe make it into 2 rooms. Maybe a small hall, maybe some dining areas, and just some normal everyday stuff that the crew would need, or really you would need in your career mode here. So let's go ahead and close that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next thing. I think we're about to hook up some monitors and stuff, and I need to get some lights on here. Alrighty, so we have some more features on our boat here. So let's go ahead and jump back down here. Alright, so as you can see, I have installed a camera. I was thinking about putting some sort of firefighting equipment, and which I still can. I could move it further up, but I really just wanted a gimbal camera here. Now, let me go ahead and check, make sure it's not obscuring my view if we're at the helm. Oh, no, that's not bad at all. Plus, this is the helm set up a little bit higher now. I kind of like that. So, turn off the flashlight. We do have lights now. We have exterior lights. This is interior lights. There's a horn button here, and then now we do have, that's actually spotlights on top. So we got that. We got our little camera system here. So let's go ahead and turn on, and apparently my video feed is not hooked up yet, but they do work at least. All right, let's try this again. There we go. So I don't have anything for this right monitor, but we've got this one right here, and I've made it sticky now. So now we can actually zoom in and out. Gimbal camera, the resolution still isn't the greatest, but it'll be good because we do have night vision on the front of the boat now. So we've got that. We can leave that on there. So, I mean, we've done quite a bit. Let me go ahead and show you guys the interior again. Don't have one of the lights hooked up, but we do have lights down here. We'll have to build into that. This is going to be a bit of a slow process because, like I said, I'm not very used to building that much in Stormworks. So I've got that. I think for the final little bit here, I'll look over the video and look at the comments, but I think we need to go ahead and install, I'd like a couple more monitors. So I think we'll do a front camera and maybe a deck camera right here. And then I've got this one, but I'm not really sure what I want on that monitor, so we'll have to see. All right, so I think we're ready to go here. So let's go ahead and turn on some lights. There's still a lot of work to be done here, but I think for the most part I'm pretty happy. So you can see our cameras. We got a really low one here in the front. We got one off the deck. They're not very clear. We might have to move to a 2x2, but I think it's just a neat little touch that you can see those. So we've got that. We got our gimbal camera here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to set this kind of high about right here. So the gimbal camera, like, normally that would be for rescues and stuff. I guess we'll still be able to use it for rescues because of the maybe the night vision if we need to get close to a ship or say there's something on the shore that isn't lit up. Yeah, we could probably use that. So anyways, let's go ahead. Let's turn that generator on. There we go. Okay, that's on there. All right. Crank up the engine. Let's go throttle up. Okay, turn starter off. Let's go ahead and start clutching in. There we go. All right, we are moving. Yep. Yeah, this is amazing that I've gotten this far with it. So we're going to test out several things here. We're going to test out waves to see if we need to change anything with the ship itself as far as the body, the hull, and stuff like that. And then we'll try a tsunami, and we'll just try out a bunch of different things. All right, so another test we're going to do here. Let's go ahead and do the light test. Is there enough light on this? It's borderline. It needs more light. The interior itself actually looks pretty good right now with the current lights, which there you go. You can see out the cameras now. See out that? I do like that little back deck camera. So you can see people on the back deck doing some work. It's pretty cool. So as far as visibility for the boat, pretty good. I'm going to put those spotlights to where I can angle them down a little bit. Right now they're just producing a whole bunch of light outward. It's not really lighting up the front of the water like I'd like it to. So we got that. Let's go ahead and work on turning. All right, so night test, pretty much, that's not too bad. All right, so we're ready for wind test. Let's go up to, let's try about 50% first. Oh boy, this is where I get nervous. It's like, are we gonna be able to handle the waves? Okay, waves aren't too bad right now. 50% doesn't seem horrible. Of course, we need to get out a little bit deeper before the waves get more crazy. Oh yeah, I still need to address that exhaust situation there too. That's a bit of a thing. Alright, still handling it like a champ right now. I need to really hook up some of these gauges. I need to hook up the battery gauge, engine temperature, speed. We'll work on that here shortly. Alright, how's that looking? Looking pretty good over there. Alright, so I think we're going to move this up a little bit. So 50% waves, pretty good. Alright, so 100% wave time. Or are we going to capsize here? Oop, okay. Not feeling bad. The front end of this boat really does like to stick up out of the water a little bit. I might have to redistribute the weight a bit. Not too much, though. I think you want the front end to poke out. Let's try turning in the waves here. Oh, yeah, that feels pretty good, actually. Holy man. All right, let's go up over this. This is so weird. Uh-oh, okay. Yep, okay, we're good. So we can get air, and everything's okay. We need to check for leaks again here in a second. Last night when I was building this thing, I actually had quite a few issues with leaks in the hull, and I realized it was just my exhaust. I had one of the pipes exposed, and yeah, it was letting water in from the outside. So not too bad. What's it like standing on this thing in waves like this? Okay, probably not the safest thing. I need to add railing to the side of this. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's go ahead and close that. I think I want to stay at the helm here. So 100% waves, this thing does seem to handle it just fine. Let's check those monitors out. That's cool. Let's look at the back one. All right. So let's change the weather a little bit more. Let's see if those spotlights, are they doing a good enough job here to keep me lit up? Oh, yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's go night real quick. All right, so another test we're going to do. We're going to do the spotlight test. And as you can see, fog's at 100%. She is all lit up right now. Let's go back into here. Let's go to night real quick. Not too bad. She needs more light off the side of the ship and probably a little towards the back. I don't know what's going to go on the back of this thing right now. I mean, it could be a crane, which I don't know if a crane would be good for this. It's probably, you're not going to be lifting anything up heavy, I don't think, without tipping the boat. So maybe just a small life raft or something. I don't know. All right, so let's calm all that down real quick. There we go. Back to day. Turn the fog off. Okay, so she does handle the waves really good. Question is, does my own boat handle a tsunami? So that should be the next thing we try here. And let's go ahead and crank up the rain here. I'd like to have a weather station on this. That would be something. I don't know, maybe we could integrate it into the back wall here, so I might move the seat back one. That way you can see all of it. Alright, so let's see. Tsunami's going to be coming, actually probably right, oh, there it is, right in front of us. So a tsunami test, I don't know if it's really a fair test. I mean, because everybody's ship may or may not tip over. It's not something that happens that often. But I figured, you know what, let's go ahead. We're going to go straight into it here and see if the old Camodo ship, which I don't have a name for it right now, we'll see if it can handle it. All right, here we go. We're going to test my own ship against a tsunami here. Oh, geez, what the heck's going to happen? All right, come on. I hope we come out on the other side of this. Oh, geez. She's riding up it. She's going to go, nope. Not really dipping below, and oh man, oh, that is cool. Land, oh, that's okay. Hold on, give it a second. Will it recover? It recovered. Okay, I'm happy now. I'm happy we got by that. Jeez. All right, so yeah, we're gonna have to do some more work on this, but I think for the most part, initial tests are pretty good on the ship here. Let's go ahead and check below deck. Any leaks? Probably need to check this one. This is the engine back here. Everything's looking pretty toasty back here. I think we're good. Okay, let's just check under here. Nothing. Nope, looking good. All right. Well, I think it's settled. I think the first test here on the ship are a very, very big success. Okay, we're coming back into the dock here. I'm pretty satisfied. I think I already have some ideas of stuff I want to actually add to this, but I'm pretty sure you guys will have some ideas too as to what you want to see. I do want an autopilot system, and I'll probably stick the keyboard about right there and have like a little toggle switch on top of it or to the side. That way we can do some autopilot. We still have a panel up here. We can add a couple things. We got space all throughout here for some sort of controls, except for this side. It's really for the hatches, but I think for the back wall, we'll be able to put some extra stuff there. And then maybe something over here to the right side. And then, of course, you know I'm going to add a scuttle button to it, even though it's probably going to take like 2 seconds to sink this because it's not very big. But nonetheless, I think I should have it on there. All right, we're pulling in. Let's go ahead and start to lose some speed here. There we go. We'll just ease it into the dock here. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little build episode for you guys. Not too much. We didn't build it from the ground up because, like I said, still trying to figure out some of the mechanics, and I was making sure it was actually going to float at least. So we will do another episode. We'll probably do one of these once a week until we're done with this project. So we'll probably do another one probably next week. But yeah, thank you guys for all the love and support on the Stormworks series. You guys are absolutely amazing. And we will see you guys next time on Stormworks. Thank you.